have the gliders here with me, and I have my laptop open. I'm just gonna pull up the channel so that I can actually read your comments. And yeah, we'll get to answering some of your sugar glider questions, and we'll hang out for as long as you guys, well, I don't want to say as long as you guys want, because I never know how with you guys, but maybe an hour or so. While we're waiting for people to tune in, if you're watching on the replay, welcome, and thank you for watching on the replay. I try to do these fairly often, but I haven't done one in forever. So if you have questions, feel free to comment. If you're catching live, I'll answer it live. If not, you can just comment it in the comments section. I will do my best to answer, but I can't promise that I will always be able to answer, as I do get quite a few questions. One way that I have been answering a lot of my subscribers' questions is actually on TikTok. I have a TikTok that's not super popular, but I like it because if you type in a question, I can actually reply to the question with a video, which is nice because then it helps the person asking the question, but also helps other people that might also have the same question. So yeah, I don't have to have a bib on. This is my no-sew bra pouch. And Balky and Pika are in here. There's Pika girl. And there's Balky. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. There's Balky boy. So they're doing good. I'm actually just finishing up a couple videos right now and finishing up the finishing touches on my merch store. I'm really excited. That's going to be launching here hopefully tomorrow morning. And we have some really cool t-shirt designs and sweatshirt designs, and hopefully I'll only be adding to that in the future. Whoa. Sorry about that. Moved my blanket and it's like an earthquake happened. I have you guys propped up on my laptop so that I can see the comments, and yeah. Oh, hold on, I'm not in the right window here. I gotta go to my actual channel, not the back end. So if you guys have questions, feel free to ask away. Hi everyone. Thank you. So I guess until I get an actual question, I'll talk to you a little bit more about the merch store. Actually, I can pull it up and I can show you guys kind of what it looks like. Let me turn you around. So when you open up the merch store, it will look like this, and then you'll scroll down. We have some really cool designs. Like this one is a dandelion that when you blow it, it turns into a sugar glider. We have, and some of them we have children's sizing on some of them, and some of them we don't. And some of them we have different color options, and some of them we don't. There's this cute one that says, sometimes you just need a new perspective, which I love. That one I want to have in a sweatshirt, but the color that I wanted is not in stock right now. Oh, this one, I'll show you this one real quick, and then we'll get to answering your questions, because I see some coming in. This one is a heart, and it's a heart made out of a bunch of different sugar gliders. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, I'll turn you around. We also, oh, hold on. I gotta show you a couple more. Sorry, I lied. I'm just too excited about this. Okay, so look, this one is a, these are, you can see sugar gliders in the glasses and on the bandana. So there's that one. That's in a couple different color options, as well as a sweatshirt. And then, which one do I want to show you? This one, there's a girl and a boy version on this one. And this is, it says, life is sweeter with a little sugar. And it has a sugar glider holding a donut with glasses. Okay. All right, anyway, I love all the designs, so I won't bore you anymore. Let me turn this around and see if you guys have some questions. boy. Okay, let's see. No, so this is just a merch store. So they don't have like bonding pouches sewn in. It's just like regular t-shirts and sweatshirts. The sweatshirts obviously will have like hoods and pockets, but they're not like bonding shirts. Um, they are just regular sweatshirts and t-shirts. All right, let's see. I have a question about diet. I've been feeding my sugar gliders their vegetables and fruit separately instead of mixing it all together like in your video, and I don't know if that's okay or not. Are you talking about the BML kibble diet? Are you feeding the BML kibble diet, Eliza? I said that really weird. BML kibble diet? Hello, hello to everyone. Let's see. I have an adult and a baby sugar glider. Can I put them together? I need more details. Is it a boy and a girl? Is the boy neutered? How old when you say adult and baby? I don't have sugar gliders, but I've always wanted one. They're so fuzzy and cute. Yes, they are fuzzy and cute. You'll want to make sure if you get some someday to do your research, as obviously you will, because you're already watching videos about them, and get more than one for sure, because they need a friend. I have to get the kit form online still, and I'm feeding the freshest stuff I can. I chop everything. Honey, Eliza, I'm not really sure. Sorry, I don't know why I called you honey. Anyway, I'm not really sure what you mean. You're asking about the diet. You said that you get the kit from online. I'm not sure what you mean, honey. Ah, I did it again. Why do I picture you as like a teenage girl? You're probably not a teenage girl. I don't know. It's late and I'm tired. I'm so sorry. The vitamin kit from online. I think you linked it in the video. Oh, you are a teen. See, I just had like a maternal moment there with you, Eliza. I'm glad that you are a teenage girl. Okay, so where are you ordering vitamins from? Because the BML kibble does not come with separate vitamins. The BML kibble is what I currently feed, and it's kibble that you feed with fresh fruits and vegetables daily and yogurt weekly, and it's a specific list of fruits and vegetables that you have to choose from, and a certain amount, and there's no vitamins that you sprinkle on, so I'm not sure what diet you're referring to. What kind of housing do sugar gliders need? Can they be free roamed? Okay, so let me just do a disclaimer, because I'm not an expert on all things sugar glider related. I can only speak from my own personal experience, and the research that I've done. So there's my disclaimer. But I don't think that free roaming, just like having them loose in the house, could ever really be safe, unless it was supervised and in like a controlled setting. But you definitely wouldn't be able to get them like a dog and let them just be loose in your house. That's not, I can't imagine how that would ever be safe. So they need a large enclosure, and a double criternation is the minimum size that I recommend for 2 gliders. So, yeah, and the bigger the better for housing, because they are not loose in the house. They need a nice large enclosure for a enriching life. I have 3 double critternations all put together. It takes up a whole wall in one of my rooms. It's like 6 feet by 6 feet by 3 feet. So it's very large. I want to know if buying a comic book will lead me Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put you in timeout. That was a very inappropriate comment. All right. Yes, a male and female. The female, she's white. I don't know her age exactly, but more than 1 year, and the baby is a male, about 7 months, years old. Sometimes she's fine with him, sometimes she hits him. Is the male neutered? That would be my next question. I haven't ordered it yet. I was waiting for a live. Okay, so Eliza, if you're wanting to do the diet that I'm currently feeding, which you absolutely don't need to do that diet, you can do a lot of different diets, but the BML kibble is, you get that from White Oak Sugar Gliders. And let me, actually, I can even pull it up and show you right on my screen if you've been waiting for a live. Let me just turn this around. All right, so White Oak Sugar Gliders, and then you'll want to go to shop, I think. And then over to the side, it'll say BML Kibble, small bags. And there's the large bag options or the small bag options. And as far as like the food and the vitamins go, that's all you need to order is just whatever size kibble bag. So you just go over here, select the size. I would start with the 1 pound if you're just testing it out and seeing if that's the diet you want to use. And then on here, it talks about how to feed it. So it has the ingredients, and then it talks about how you feed 1 tablespoon of kibble per glider with fruits and vegetables, or 2 tablespoons if alone. Now this is, I actually talked to them about this because I feel like that's a little misleading. They're talking about like in an emergency situation where, or like on a, maybe like one night, if you ran out of fruits and vegetables or something. They're not talking about suggesting to only feed it alone. And then 1 tablespoon of vegetables from the approved list per glider, and 1 tablespoon of fruit from the approved list per glider. The approved list is corn, peas, carrots, green beans. Fruit is apples, grapes, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, fresh pitted cherries, or no, sorry, frozen pitted cherries, and blueberries. And then there's different, the higher pounds of bags, the better deal you get. Let me talk to you guys about that a little bit though, because what I've found for my gliders, you really need to gauge it off of how much your gliders are going to eat. Because I actually don't feed the recommended amount per glider. Keep in mind that it is just an estimate. It's not a, like every glider will eat this much. It's just saying this is an approximation. For me, I actually feed, I offer half of that amount. I keep the ratio between the kibble and the fruits and veggies the same, but I don't offer as much of both because I found that it's just a lot of waste. And then also they fill up on the fruits and veggies and they don't eat the kibble. And for my gliders, with the issues that I've had with their teeth, like they have to eat the kibble. And really, if you're going to be putting them on a staple, they need to be eating both the fruits and veggies and the staple part. They can't just be only eating fruits and veggies. They'd be super, super unbalanced and not getting all the nutrition they need. So you really kind of have to tough love them a little bit and force them to eat all of it. I kind of think of it like a toddler having a buffet set in front of them. If you know your toddler is going to eat approximately this amount of food, you're not going to put this amount of something they love and this amount of something they don't like in front of them, because they're just going to fill up on the thing they love and then not eat the thing that they need to have. Does that make sense? I'd be happy to clarify if you want me to. Can sugar gliders be around rabbits? If I ever got one, I would keep it in a separate room and monitor it a lot. It's really that there's and I don't know all the details about this, but there's some sort of disease that rabbits can carry. So actually having them just be separated, I don't think is actually the issue. It's that they could have a disease that it's not really harmful to rabbits, but I think it's called the snuffles. I don't know. I don't know, but I believe it's like a highly contagious thing. So like if you handled or you were around your rabbits, you would need to like not just wash your hands, but possibly even like change your clothes before you went and interacted with your sugar gliders. So I personally would not recommend getting gliders and rabbits, just to be on the safe side. Oh, Eliza, you might have gotten on some random website and gotten misinformed. I get kibble from Sugar Gliders R Us. Oh, let's look at what this website is. Hold on, let's go on a website and adventure. Sugar Gliders R Us. Uh-oh. I'm guessing it's this one. We'll click on that. Store supplies, maybe? Foods. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, this is not where you want to get it from. This is not the diet that I feed at all. I don't know what any of this is. And, oh boy. No, 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 no. You know what I don't like about this is it doesn't tell me exactly what the ingredients are, which, it's hard to know if something's a quality supplement or, you know, kibble if it doesn't have the ingredients. But I can pretty much guarantee you that it does not have as good of ingredients as the BML kibble, because I've talked to a bunch of different people. This looks like, yeah, no, don't order. I would not order. I do not personally recommend ordering from this website. I'll just leave it there. White oak sugar gliders is what you want. Okay, back around. Okay, get back to my live chat. I've noticed in past videos you used to have different diets for your gliders. Yes, yes, yes. And there's a is there a specific reason you switched, or is one diet better than the other? Okay, so I'm getting ready to do a like a full in-depth. I shouldn't say I'm getting ready because that makes it sound like I'm going to film it tomorrow. I'm planning soonish to do a full in-depth comparison to the diets that I have personally tried and explain the pros and cons for each and why I don't currently feed one or the other. Long story short, I started off feeding TPG. I fed that because that's what the breeder that I got my gliders from recommended. And from all the research I did, it seemed like a really good diet. It was easy, and but my glider, I was started to get concerned about teeth issues. Ironically, even before my gliders were exhibiting teeth issues. So I don't know if I had like some sort of intuition or what was going on there, but I decided, I was like, you know, I keep hearing about all these teeth issues in the glider community, and it would be really great if I could find a diet that was more primary kibble, but didn't sacrifice the nutrition and the ingredients. Because there's a lot of glider kibbles out there, but only really the one that I feed is recommended by 99% of the glider community. I shouldn't say that. I don't know what percentage. The people that I trust in the glider community recommend the BML kibble. So I was like, well, let me give that a try, because hopefully I can be proactive about this and my gliders will love it, and I can help their dental health before I was ever even having problems with dental health. I tried it. I didn't give it the tough love that I needed to, and so they didn't really eat it. So I was like, well, shoot, okay, I guess I'll do GOHPW, which was the next one that I tried. I didn't do that one for a super long time, but I did it long enough to feel like I have kind of a base knowledge of how it's put together and stuff. And that was a good diet. Like, I don't mind that diet at all. I don't know if my gliders liked it as much as TPG, but that's because there's a lot more sugar in TPG, I think. But when I switched my gliders to GOHPW, not because of GOHPW, don't get me wrong, but Stella had been having issues that we did not think were dental related at all. But then come to find out there were dental issues, not even just with her, but with Balky and Pika as well. And so my vet recommended switching to a primary kibble diet. And the only one that I felt comfortable feeding based off of the ingredient content is the BML kibble. So I switched to that, and I did the tough love thing I was talking about earlier, and now Balky and Pika are doing great on it. They eat it really well. Balky was putting on a lot of weight previously, especially when he was on TPG, and now he's at a really healthy, lower weight. Pika has actually put on a little bit of weight. Pika did end up having to have 10 teeth taken out. Well, actually, not taken out. She got a deep scaling and like 10 teeth fell out. And Balky got a deep scaling and he had gingivitis. So he didn't have to have any teeth taken out, but he had gingivitis. So definitely needed to be more proactive about their dental health. And really, one of the only ways to do that is with diet. So that's, long story short, that's why I'm feeding the BML kibble. No, he is not, but the female used to have a husband. He escaped 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'm sorry about that. So I don't personally ever recommend putting unneutered males with females because then you're going to have babies. And unless you have lineage and you plan to breed and you want to breed, I don't ever personally recommend that. Let's see. I do some of that, and sometimes I take out the sweet things and their vegetables and their fruits. Should I switch right now and toss? I cannot personally vouch for any of the stuff that we just found on that website. I have no idea who that is or what those things are. So yeah, if it was me, I would order the BML kibble and switch to that right away. I just want to thank you so much for helping me with my sugar glider journey. You've helped me with bonding, finding a diet, and help with the cage. I love to watch your videos. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet, Madison. Thank you. Do you have any tips on bonding? Yeah, lots. I have a whole 50 minute bonding video that goes in depth. It's definitely like a sugar glider bonding 101 type course. But in general, patience, paying attention to your glider's physical cues, the bonding mitt that Glider King Design sells, that has been a game changer. One thing that I've just recently started doing that has helped a ton is actually, instead of just putting their food in the cage at night, I actually will hold the food dish or give them little pieces by hand. And I'm going to do a whole video on it because it's been kind of a cool little experiment to see if that would help. But now I have my gliders that are skittish. My two that I have left are very skittish, and they will actually, as soon as I open the door, come right out onto me, perch on me, and eat from the food dish that's in my hand. Like, I can walk around the house and they'll still eat on the food dish, which is huge for those two. So incorporating positive reinforcement with food really helps with bonding. Time, seriously, patience. Don't put a timeline on it. Try to pay attention to that individual glider's personality, the things they like, things they don't like. Can you say hi to Pika and Balky? You must not have been here when I signed on. I will show them to you. They're in my no-sew bra pouch. Oh, you're a sweet, sleepy baby. I'll show them to you one more time. I don't want to keep disturbing them, but they are so cute. There's Balky Boy. Yeah. And oh, I know. I know. There's the Pika girl. Okay, I won't bother you guys anymore. I'm sorry. Also, like putting their sleeping pouch, even if like this is my no so bra pouch that I just talk about all the time because I love it. But the other thing that I will do sometimes too is just take their sleeping pouch that they're sleeping in and hook it onto my shirt or hold it in my lap and fold it. I roll the corners, I roll it down so it's more shallow and then just pet them. Yeah. Thank you. I do plan to get more gliders. Wink, wink. I do have a plan in place that I'm not ready to reveal yet, but yes. Holding the food dish like that has been helping me with my skittish ones too. Thank you for all your advice. Oh, good. Yes, I want them to breed. Thanks a lot for the info giving us. I'd like to contact you personally to know more about them. I can't send you the photos of them over here. I'm sorry, but I don't have any way to do that at this point. I used to be able to do that via Instagram, but I had a lot of scammers that were using my profile picture and my Instagram photos to sell gliders to people. They weren't actually selling gliders, they were just taking people's money. That on top of the overwhelming amount of messages I was getting that I just couldn't keep up on, I decided just to close my Instagram account for now. I am only one person and I this isn't my full-time job. So unfortunately right now, YouTube comments and TikTok are the only real ways to get in touch with me. Oh good, I'm glad you like your no-sew bra pouch. Off subject, but I made a no-sew pouch based off of your video you made, the jumping hammock type thing. Oh cool. Do you like it? Do your gliders like it? Can we talk names? I've had my 2 baby girls a week now and I can't decide on a good names. One's a classic gray and the other's a cremino. Oh, that reminds me of, so Natiri was my first one that I had that passed away around this time last year. And she was a white face standard. And then Stella Luna was a cremino. So it was like this kind of yin and yang coloring, you know, like kind of a salt and pepper kind of thing. So you said they're both girls. One's a standard and one's a cremino. Do you want the names to kind of go together? Or do you want them to be their own individual? Like, do you want them to be kind of like a, you know what I mean? Like salt and pepper. Like, do you want them to be names that go together? Wow, I'm caught up on questions. They don't have to go together. I am the worst with coming up with names for other people. It's too much pressure. I don't know. Other people have suggestions in the comments? The one thing I did for Pika is I found a name that I liked that represented kind of something about her or like her journey in getting her, and then I looked it up in different languages. I really like unique names though. So, like her name means river, because there's a river that connects the 2 places. I took a 16-hour, no, actually it's probably closer to a 20-hour road trip in one day with my friend to get her. And there's a river that connects my state and the state that I got her from. Boys, can you please be quiet? Remember, I'm doing a live. Thank you. Anyway, we looked up river in a bunch of different, actually looked up a ton of different things. I have a whole video about it. It was kind of funny. But, and anyway, that's where I got her name. I don't know. It's too much pressure. I'm sorry. I'm failing you. cookies and cream. That's cute. Or like, what's like a if you like coffee, like what's like a coffee drink that's like espresso and chai or something, you know what I mean? Like a drink that's really, really light in color and then a drink that's really, really dark in color. I don't know, maybe that's stupid. I haven't used it yet. I'm nervous. I want it to be safe. I wove paracord through the pieces. What do you think? Of course, I'll only use it while watching them. Paracord. I don't know what that is. Let me look up what paracord is. Oh. I mean, that would be fine supervised, but I wouldn't put paracord in the cage unsupervised. Thank you, they're so adorable. You're welcome. I watched that video. It was a good one. Oh, good. Thank you. I don't think very many people watched that video, but I like it. It was kind of sentimental. This is one of my friends, and yeah. Oh, you're from Vietnam. Hello from Vietnam. You know what? Okay, so you asked if you can bring sugar gliders on a plane. I don't know anymore because a couple years ago, I remember people saying how no, you couldn't. They had to travel under the plane. And I don't even know if you can. Okay, so I know that you can ship animals under the plane. Whether you can actually check animals, like you can some animals, I don't know if you can check gliders under the plane. I don't think that you didn't used to be able to carry them with you. However, I've been hearing people talk about how you can now, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't try to just sneak them on. That could be really awkward. If they do a pat down in your chest pocket crabs at them. All right, any other questions, guys? Do you want to look more at my merch while we're waiting for questions? Okay, let's do that, even though no one said yes. Let's see. Oh, I'll show you this one. Okay, hold on. Okay, this one is pretty much the only design that I have that I think is, well, I mean, obviously guys can wear whatever they want, but this is like the one that my husband likes the most. It says you can run, but you can't glide. And the glide, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like a distressed thing. And it comes in adult and youth sizes. And it comes in black. And it comes in green. Isn't that cool? I love it. T-shirts are $24 plus shipping. And it does take 2 weeks to actually get your order. Oh, this is my only one that's really like, you know, like merch. It is a girl that's kind of supposed to be me, and then it has a sugar glider on its head, and it says, "Let's learn together, Sugar Glider Diaries." I'm such a dork. I just hear the excitement in my voice. I've been working so hard on these designs, you guys, you don't even know. This is a cool sweatshirt. So the front, so this is this is like the hoodie. And it's black on black. So like the black, this is actually gonna be, so it's like kind of almost shiny because it's like ink, even though it's on black. So isn't that cool? You guys, I did this all by myself. And then the front is this cool glider for the zip up. And then the back of the zip up is the cool chick, cool glider chick. Okay, let me go back to your comments. I'm sure somebody has said something now. Okay. Okay, so my merch link should be going live tomorrow. I'm posting a video tomorrow morning, and when I do that, and when the merch is like completely ready to go, which I've been assured it will be ready by tomorrow, but the person that's helping me with my site is very, very busy. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be ready to go tomorrow. And once it's ready, I'm gonna go back on all of my videos, like all of them, and put my merch link. So that way you'll never have to be like, oh, which video did she mention that? Like you can always find it on there. So yeah, so just check all my videos. It should be on there by the end of the day tomorrow if all goes according to plan. Obviously, I can't guarantee that, but that's the goal. Luna and Sandpiper? Sandpiper? You mean sandpaper? I don't know. How often do you shower your gliders? You do not shower gliders. They clean themselves. You should not bathe them ever, unless there's like, they get like a glue trap on them or something crazy like that. But otherwise, they completely clean themselves, and bathing them can actually be dangerous. They can get chilled. They could accidentally ingest water. And it's just not necessary. So I will be getting more gliders, yes. Wink, wink. I will be, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Have to stay tuned. So all the t-shirts are $24, unless you get like the extra large sizes. They're a couple extra dollars. So $24 plus shipping. Ghost or mocha? My phone switched off. Couldn't hear your reply. Oh. Let's see. What was your question? Oh, I explained that I unfortunately no longer have Instagram, and that's really the only way for people to send me pictures. Two reasons. One, I was being used by scammers to rip people off from money. I didn't like that very much, and I was also getting overwhelmed with people constantly sending me messages. I would get people sending me messages literally like one right after the other in the middle of the night to try to get my attention so that I would answer. Like, hello, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Hello, 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 hello. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and shut that down for now anyway. Hopefully someday I'll be able to have another way for you guys to contact me, but the best way right now is TikTok or on here in the comments. Hi, Janice. I am well. Do sugar gliders chew on things in your home when they are out to play, baseboards, furniture, or cords? I don't personally let my gliders just run free in my home. And yes, gliders can chew on cords and baseboards and things if they're not being supervised. Cords is a bigger concern for me because they can easily squeeze behind so many different things that they could have access to cords. Baseboards, I feel like for the most part you'd be able to see that happening, and unless you have like a chewer, which I don't really have any gliders that are like avid chewers. But you definitely wouldn't want them just to be free roaming without any supervision, that's for sure. I don't personally free roam my gliders. The only time my gliders are out of their cage is when they're on me. I've trained them to stay on me, so like Balky will actually like perch on my shoulder. Pika kind of gets on my head usually. They'll climb up and down kind of in this area on me. Or I have a runabout, which is it's not a hamster ball. It's because hamster balls are not safe for gliders, but it's a similar concept to that, but it's made for gliders. I have a whole video on that. Yeah. I heard you need to teach your gliders how to drink. From the hamster drinking. So if a glider has only been used to a certain kind of water source, like if they're only used to a open water source, or they're only used to a like a water silo, and then you wouldn't want to only give them a water bottle. Like they need to have what they're used to plus what you're trying to introduce them to, if that makes sense, because it might take them a while to figure that out. Gliders are pretty smart though, so I think it wouldn't take them a super long time to figure that out. But they definitely shouldn't go a whole night without water, so therefore you would need to have them make sure that they know how to use whatever water sources you're providing before that was your exclusive water source, if that makes sense. Oh, Janice, were you not on here when I was showing my shirts? I've been boring everybody. If you didn't see them, let me know and I'll show them again. Great idea with the links. I can never remember which videos has the, yeah, totally. I know, I'm the same way. Have you ever thought about selling any toys you make? I have for like half a second, but I already have. So I have a photography business that I do part-time, and I work part-time as a church secretary, and I have the YouTube channel. And if I tried to have another part-time job, I think I would probably lose my mind. So I don't really want to do that. But also, toy making for me is just really fun. And I don't want to make that into a business that's just puts like pressure on it that it doesn't need to be. I would rather teach other people how to do that and earn a little bit of money by them watching those videos than earn potentially more money, I guess, by selling the items. I also make things and give them away as gifts, but no, I don't plan on becoming a vendor anytime soon. I mean, never say never, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Maybe if I got to a point where like YouTube was my full-time career, I would probably consider it at that time as like an option, but not now for sure. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Melody. Ask away. Can I have two females only because males like to pee, right? All gliders will pee on you, girls and boys. Boys, if they're not neutered, especially like to mark, which more means that they're going to take their scent gland that's on their head and on their chest and rub it on things, and it's stinky. So yeah, if you're not going to get neutered males, you want to definitely get females, unless you're going to get them with lineage and breed. But that would be done with like a purpose, not just willy-nilly. I have finally gotten them to eat fresh fruits and veggies finally. Oh, that's good. What diet are you feeding, Melody? I've seen a... Oop, oh, sorry, my chat keeps like jumping. I've seen a question but didn't... I've sent a question but didn't appear. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you try to send it again? I have a leucistic, I think that's what the word you were saying, leucistic named Ghost, and a mahogany named Star. They're both girls. Cool. No, I didn't. Sorry, can I see? Okay, guys, Janice asked to see, so don't get mad at me for showing her my merch, because I'm so excited. Okay, Janice, I'm going to do this rapid fire, because people are going to start getting mad at me, I think. Okay, hold on. Okay, so all the shirts are $24, unless you get to the larger sizes. But like this one, isn't it cool? It's like making a wish and it turns into gliders. Isn't that I just love it. Okay. So there's that one, and it comes in gray, and it also comes in black, and the black also has a hoodie. It's gonna have that design on the chest and a big one on the back. There's also this one that says just breathe, and it's still the same glider that's gliding. This one is for adults and children, and it says, sometimes you just need a new perspective. Isn't that cute? And then there's this one, which is a cool glider chick, and she has gliders on her bandana and on her aviators. That one comes in a couple different colors, and it also comes on a hoodie. This one is a heart, comes in children's and adult sizes, and it's a heart made up of all gliders. And let's see that same cool one, but it's purple with like a black bandana and glasses. This one, isn't he cute? I just love him. It says, life is sweeter with a little sugar, and it's a sugar glider holding a donut. And then this one is, there's also a girl one. Where's my girl? Oh, there it is. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. Life is sweeter with a little sugar, and she has a pink donut with sprinkles. And then this one comes in 3 different colors. It says, you can run, but you can't glide. And the glide is kind of this like distressed looking, I don't know if you can see it very good. Anyway, and it's in black and green and children's and adult sizes. Okay. Okay, my phone is low on batteries, so. Oh, and then this one is my only like official like Sugar Glider Diaries merch right now. And it's me or something, or you or whoever you want it to be, with a sugar glider on their hair, and it says, let's learn together, Sugar Glider Diaries. Okay, all right. Okay, let's get back to your questions, and I'll probably have to wrap this up pretty soon because my phone battery is low. But I still can't get Bonnie to come to me, and Clyde will still act like he is curious and then bite and run. Oh, Melody, I'm sorry. Okay, so Melody, have you tried the bonding mitt? And have you tried, I don't know if you were on earlier, I was talking about how recently I've taken their food dish and I wait till they're both awake, and then I come to the cage with their food dish. I started sitting by the cage and offering it, so they would just have to come just a tiny bit out, and I would either give them food by hand or have them they would just grab the food from the dish and then run away. But now I've been doing this so much that I stand up, I open up the door, and they just come right out onto my arm, and they'll just perch on me and eat their food. That might be a good way. Obviously, make sure that if they were to get down off of you, that they're in a safe room. So close doors and, you know, make sure no other animals are around and things like that. But bonding mitt would be great to try, and then also the food trick. Are sugar gliders messy pets? Yeah, I mean, they throw their food, and they also are not potty trained. So those things do make for some mess, for sure. I got 5 gliders. 2 of them is still just a baby. I got an adult, 1 male, and 2 female gliders. One of my babies is male and the others are female too. Should I separate them with my baby boy grown up? Do they kill? I never personally recommend for unneutered males to be with females unless you have lineage and you have breeding experience or you have a breeding mentor, and you're trying to do that. So I don't know if you're able to get him neutered, but I would get him neutered before putting him back with the girls. Boys can actually get girl gliders pregnant as early as 3 months. Like, they only have to be 3 months old before they can actually impregnate girls. So yeah, I wouldn't have him housed with those girls personally. I'd really appreciate getting them more on a healthy schedule of what to eat and not eat. Melody, were you here earlier when I talked about diet? I spent a lot of time talking about it. You might have to watch the replay, but I will be doing another couple videos about diet soon. For the first night, all the sugar gliders bark. Yeah, they can bark a lot, especially if they're a little bit nervous and in a new home. I can't take my gliders out without letting them go to the bathroom first. Yeah, like if I'm gonna have my gliders be out and around, like on me, I try to have them be out in the cage for a little while before I let them get out on me while they're eating their dinner, so they can get most of their poop and pee out. But it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't mean they never poop and pee on you. It's just not as much. You really love the flyaway one? Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry your glider died. I know what that's like. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you mean by putting gliders in the living room or a small room. They need to have a cage, a large cage. If you mean a cage in a living space or in a small room, the room needs to be temperature needs to be healthy for them, and it also needs to have access to natural light so they don't get their night and day sleep cycles messed up. Yes, that was my merch that I was showing. I have my babies in my bedroom, but I have to be careful to not let them get too stinky because mom and dad get annoyed. Yeah. Should I get 2 females and add my colony? I have 3 boys, which are fixed, and then 1 girl because my vet says they will mate even when fixed. So she said I should get 2 more to prevent overmating. Yeah, I think it would probably be smart to not have that 1 girl have to fulfill all the needs of all the boys because they do still do their business. So yeah, I mean, if you're okay with having 2 more and you can handle that responsibility, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, thank you. I am going to be launching my merch store hopefully tomorrow morning. And I'm going to be posting a video tomorrow morning. That will, and then after it's launched, I'm going to go back onto all of my videos and put my merch store link in all the videos, so you guys never have to try to remember which video you saw the merch store link on. You know what I mean? You can just go to any of the videos and then click the link. We just need to tweak a couple things before I launch it. So I'm also gonna have a sticker. The one that's sometimes you see new perspective, that one's gonna be a die cut sticker as well. So if we don't have enough money for a whole shirt, but you still want something, hopefully that'll be a good option. A few months ago, my cat ran away. He lived outside. I miss him very much. I will always love my cat, Tommy. Oh, sorry, Tommy. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to wrap this up, guys. My phone's gonna die. Let me see if I can catch up. I have one that has perched on me since day one, so sweet, but the others are not so comfortable yet. Yeah, I know. It can take them time for sure. And some gliders are just more nervous and skittish than others, so you kind of have to find what works for them and you. I have one that, oh, I just read that. Clyde is my adventurer. I've actually caught him one morning when I was woken by the door, saw a little furry white butt running down the hallway. And both my cats just sat and watched him. Oh my goodness, that was lucky. I've had chinchillas for many years, but I'm heading to college. Cannot take them with me. Big chewers of furniture and baseboards, yeah, for sure. Will sugar gliders be a better fit as they're less likely to chew? Not if you're living in a dorm. The cage takes up quite a bit of space, which I'm sure you know that. And then also they can bark, so I don't know if most dorms would really allow that. I would never let rats interact with gliders, or any other animal for that matter. I think both my girls are bonded to me, but at this point, they groom me, and if I offer them really any of my bare skin, they also bark at me at night for attention if they notice I'm awake at night. Oh, that's nice. They also chase me from inside the cage when I walk around in my bedroom. Yeah. Say they like you, for sure. I was given a ball. Both Bonnie and Clyde love running around the house in it. A ball or a roll around? I would not have them run around in a ball. They can get their little toenails or their little fingers caught in the little slits of the ball. Um, and it's not really meant for how they run. But the roll arounds are great for them exploring the house. I get my bonding mitt in the mail tomorrow. Did your gliders immediately like the mitt, or did they hate it at first? Mine immediately liked it. I would say to give yourself a better chance of them immediately liking it, take the mitt and then rub it inside their sleeping pouch on both sides so it smells like them, and then try to interact with them with it. It might take them a little bit to get used to it. My gliders personally liked it right away, but they like it even more now than they did when they first got it. Dad says he will buy 2 sugar gliders for me and my brother at Christmas, so I have watched your videos lately. Oh. Yeah, make sure your parents understand that it's a family responsibility, because these guys are a big responsibility. I don't know how often I'm going to be going live. I used to do it like once a week. So I'll try to get back in that rhythm, but it just depends on life. Oh, good. Yeah, a roll around. Yeah, my gliders love their roll around. New to gliders, having an issue with my glider constantly biting me. I'm trying not to flinch, but it does hurt. How do I get over the hump of biting? So I would offer more like your fist instead of your finger. Gliders tend to bite fingers, but not like your fist or your knuckles. And then also like making the sound when they bite, or if that doesn't work, even like a light, like a little blow, not like hard, but it kind of like ugh, no, and they kind of makes them mad. So it depends on the glider's personality as far as if it's going to be a deterrent or if it's going to make them even more mad. But you could try that, and then just trying to like handle them away in a way that makes them not want to bite you, if that makes sense. Like offer the side of your arm, offer your fist, use a bonding mitt, things like that. Because like I have one that likes to nip a lot, and I've just figured out ways to work around it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go, guys. Thank you so much for answering my questions. You're very welcome. My gliders have never escaped their cage. I've had a couple close calls where like I thought the door was latched and then I was double checking it and it wasn't, that kind of thing, but they've never actually escaped their cages. They have gotten off of me when I was when I was starting my stay on me training. They have gotten off of me and they've had them loose in the house, but never like escape the cage in the middle of the night type of a thing. No. I have 2 gliders, both female. They eat a lot, and Moa is not. I put them in a cage together. What I'm afraid is Moa didn't eat anything because she would eat it all. Yeah. I don't know that you need to separate them. I would start weighing them consistently to make sure that the other one's not losing weight, and then possibly doing 2 or 3 different feeding stations around the cage so that if there's one that's more like food aggressive and protective, that they're not keeping the other one away from the food, if that makes sense. It depends on how many. There's no right answer on how many sugar gliders should be in one cage. At least 2 boys need to be neutered. Introductions need to be done in a healthy way, and I have videos about introducing gliders. There's people that have large colonies, and there's people that have small colonies. I personally think that you should have at least 3 gliders if you're going to be having them for the long haul, just because then if one of them passes away, they're not alone. That's my plan, is to always have like 3 or 4, um, so at least. Can I do a house tour? My house is not picked up right now, but sometime I will, I promise. And it's not really much to see. My house is fairly small. My friend has 2, and next morning he found them in their cabinets. Oh my goodness. So they escaped and got in the cabinets. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go before my phone dies. thanks for joining me, and stay tuned. Tomorrow I will be posting a video on if sugar gliders are good for kids. It's also really a good one, like kind of a, or sugar glider is good for anybody really, but kids specifically is kind of the take I took on it. And my merch store should be dropping soon. So thanks for your support, guys. Love ya, bye. Oh, let's see if the babies are, let's see if I can turn you around so you can see the babies.